MrYorkieLoverFitness.com. Ladies and gentlemen, the first man to build 21-inch biceps, drug-free.
My friends, I don't keep up with the bodybuilding. I haven't most of the guys, some of the guys that I know from a little way back, but I don't keep up with it any longer because I really lost my attachment to what they're doing to their bodies. And the reason I'm making this video is because I've been keeping up with things, and I haven't spoken to Arnold in a few years. You know, we used to be, if you go to my website, LeroyColbert.com, and you'll see how far back we go. Arnold and I was in discussions about bodybuilding and all that way before he became famous. Before he married Maria, we go way back. So the pictures you see on my website, LeroyColbert.com, it's a section there with my friendship with Arnold. And it goes back to when he came to my house and we ate and so forth and so on. I have videos and that and so forth. But the point is, I was so excited, felt so good, because we used to talk about bodybuilding in the mind. He's a brilliant guy when it comes to the mind, understanding the mind, how it works. And we were talking about steroids, and steroids was in its infancy then. See, I'm a few years, I'm about 10, 15 years older than Arnold. And, you know, I was like the elder statesman at that time, first man built a 21-inch arm. And of course I had retired, wasn't competing or anything. And we would talk about the body, how it responds to our health. And Arnold would say, if you could tune in, I'll never forget that, to your body and listen to it, you'll never reach what they call a sticking point, because your body will tell you when to make the next step, which really takes an education and a commitment. Well, that's just one of the things we talked about. So as time went on, I was really into bodybuilding because it wasn't freaky like it's gotten today. Guys still had beautiful shapes, as you'll see my pictures. And if you look at my pictures, you'll see it was a non-steroid body. Some of you people won't accept that, and that's beside the point. But the point was the body, when you looked at Arnold, as fantastic as he looked attainable. You say to yourself, man, I can look like that. Now they're so damn freaky with all these different type of special drugs. Drugs you stick into the muscle itself. Synthol let you make the muscle pump up. It's just ridiculous. It's no longer something that you can look to with enthusiasm to be like that. Men's Health that dedicates to the average bodybuilder sells 3 times more than all the bodybuilding magazines put together. So people can relate. You know, you gotta have a body that has beauty and shape to it, not just huge size. And that's what they've thrown out there to us. And I was so happy because I just picked this up that Arnold gave a speech on it at his show here. I didn't go to the show. But he gave a speech on what these guys are doing. They're ruining their body. They're ruining the aesthetics of the bodybuilding. They're ruining the beauty of the bodybuilding. These guys had big shapes years ago, but they had nice small waists. This is before it got freaky like it is today. And Arnold was talking about aesthetics of it and how it's hurting bodybuilding. And I'll tell you something, my friends. Sean Perrine, that was running Flex magazines and so forth, years ago we talked about it. And I told him, I said, Sean, these guys are so freaky, they're ruining the game. I said, how come you don't put restrictions on these fellows so that you can't use but so much of this stuff? He said, we thought about that, but we lose our audience. And I said, what do you mean? He says, people come to see the freaks. And if you have no freaks, we got no audience. That's what they want to see. They want to be entertained by the freaks. The average person is not interested, and a lot of the average guys go their own way. They're not interested, they're not drawn with these freaky guys. And the people that are drawn by them are the freaks, what he called them. He said they want to see the freaks. So we decided not to test or anything like that. And I can understand, we're not some foreign country, it's the United States of America, and the end result is the buck. Let's face it, nobody's going to go out there and put on a show and lose money. That's why you don't have Miss Olympia and all those shows. It wasn't drawing the crowds. Women don't want to look like it, and a man can't imagine masturbating watching one of them. So where's your audience? You got to have an audience. No matter what you're selling. A lot of people are selling shit, but they got an audience. And they got an audience that varies based on the general appeal. But I was so happy because I haven't spoken to Arnold in quite a few years, maybe 3 years or so. Arnold's on another track now. I didn't think he would go, but knowing Arnold, you can't keep Arnold down. I mean, Arnold's an older guy. His movies haven't been doing well because his clientele were primarily the youngsters. And I think what he's trying to do, I got to get in touch with him. I haven't even called his number. He probably must have changed it. But I haven't called it because, Arnold's in another stratosphere now. I mean, he's unbelievably wealthy. He's in another stratosphere. What I'm going to call him, ask him, how's the sun out today? At the period where we were close and everything, it's not, well, he still thinks the world of me. I mean, the last time we had pictures on my website, I think, where he was governor and he was, looking at me with such respect because I didn't take Arnold's shit. Arnold liked to dominate everything, and he's the wrong man for me. I know, I'm the type of guy that don't piss in my face and tell me it's raining. You can do that to John Doe, but not to me. I'm going to give you the facts, my friends. I'm going to tell you where it's at, and you can examine it. But Arnold came out on his last show, the Arnold Olympia. I didn't go to it, but he came out attacking what's happening to bodybuilding today. When Arnold was taking the drugs, they were within the realm of reality, within the realm of realism. They weren't a drug for your bicep, a drug for your tricep. I remembered first coming out as Dynaball. That's all I remembered initially. And the guys were taking that like gumdrops. But the point is, he's seeing what's happening to the game, and it's hurting him. These guys coming out, and all they want to do is look huge. But they forgot, what about your audience? And see, they're afraid not to be huge, because if they're not huge, they won't win. And just like Arnold said, the judges have to turn around and start rewarding beauty instead of hugeness. I don't follow bodybuilding now. I mean, I really don't know. There's nothing they can do for me. There's nothing they're doing. I mean, you see these guys with these big swollen muscles all over this drug called synethol, I think it is. And it sickens me. That is what bodybuilding is all about. But hey, I'm going to have to say what it's about. The public will tell you what it's about. And it's nowhere near as popular as it was when the guys were looking human. You know what I mean? Where you can look at a guy and say, wow, I'd have to look like that. Nobody wants to look like these guys now. They're freaky. But I was very happy to see Arnold, I think the world of him. As I said before, he's the greatest bodybuilder of all time. Not muscle-wise. See, guys lose a concept. This guy had a big arm. No, that isn't what it's all about. It's your concept. It's the package, not the item. Like they say, Muhammad Ali is the greatest heavyweight of all time. Maybe, maybe not. But he's the most known heavyweight of all time. Babe Ruth. When you talk about home runs, you don't talk about the guy that hit the most home runs. You talk about Babe Ruth. He's the one that broke the record. See, and when you look at Arnold, Arnold made bodybuilding something that people look at and not look down on, because there was no spokesman that could pick up for bodybuilding and was articulate as Arnold. You see. So the point simply is, I'm trying to say to you, I was so happy to see Arnold come out and say something we've been talking about for years. And when Arnold talks about it, everybody listens. I don't think he's going to make any dramatic results as of now, but I just wanted to tell you about that. And I just picked it up. It's been out a while because I don't follow bodybuilding, like I used to. I don't follow it. I don't follow the guys that are out there now. They don't exist to me. Okay, my friends. go to MrYorkieLover.com. MrYorkieLoverFitness.com. Click on it. Look at what we have to offer. And I think it'll be something there that you'll be very happy to participate in. And then on the right side, you have the donation to Leroy and Colbert. And if you got a couple of dollars that you would usually spend on McDonald's hamburger, just send it. I mean, and what I'll do, my friends, I will make a video periodically giving the names of you guys that were generous enough to contribute. It won't be every day, but it'll be periodically. I'll give the names when I get enough contributions to make it. And I won't just give the names, I'll also tell you what's happening and what's going to happen. And to also tell you to be continued.
Wait a minute. Before you click away, I want you to subscribe, like, comment, hell, even dislike if you want to. At least do something before you get out of here.